Now, these games aren't just fun and games for many of the competitors, like the captain of Team Canada, Bruno Gouvernement, who suffer from PTSD. Invictus literally means the difference between life and death.
At a time when it was really, really dark and having a hard time with anger and stuff like that, physical fitness came into play, and it's what helped me.
Gouvernement spent 15 years in the Army and Navy in high-stress positions. He was a diver and a bomb disposal expert. It was when he returned home after his last tour in Afghanistan that the pressure caught up.
All of a sudden, I couldn't remember stuff. I was blacking out. I was having night terrors, and depression started setting in. And when you don't know what these things are, it represents itself if you're that type of person in anger.
Gouvernement says luckily he recognized something was wrong and sought help for the PTSD. He says the Canadian forces and support groups were there for him.
When we're in the military, we have a routine. We're going to do and work out in the morning. We have, tasks to do all day. And then when you retire, you don't have those anymore. So you kind of fall behind a little bit. And then I found that having to do a little bit every day, fitness-wise, got me to do a little bit more.
PTSD and other operational stress injuries is a staggering impact on our Canadian Forces members, veterans, and their families in Canada.
Scott Maxwell is the executive director of Wounded Warriors Canada. He says even with growing awareness, PTSD is still a serious concern in the military. According to the most recent statistics, 12 members of the Canadian military took their own lives last year. This year, 5 have committed suicide already. But with events like Invictus, he says there is hope.
And it's about renewed sense of purpose, hope, goal setting, drive.
Trust me, it will be an unbelievable few days.
When Prince Harry came out with the Invictus game, it was just a match made in heaven, right? So we started recruiting athletes that I knew needed this purpose.
Gouvernement says he has seen the difference not just in himself, but all the veterans who join the games.
Now having a purpose, their lives have changed, their family life has changed, their financial life has changed, and now they're looking for what's next.
Now, before Toronto next year, the 2016 Invictus Games are being held in Orlando next week.